Hey you guys! So we're going to be going out in public in a little bit and doing some meditation in public. So I'd like to have some fun with you guys right now. Let's do some silly meditation faces! So let's say we're out in public and we're doing this face. Well, what about this one?
Your host, Master Shortcut! That's me.
I'd like to go into a little more depth on this idea that you are, in your essence, blissful, peaceful, or whatever your favorite feeling is. I'm going to go and give you some more evidence of this. Now, we sort of learn to not pay attention to our bodies. And so we don't hear the subtleties, we don't feel the subtleties, we don't feel the subtle messages, and so our body has to yell. We've learned about that and how pain increases that way. And if we listen, we can actually lessen the pain by letting the body know that we're there for it. So now we all know that certain body functions feel good, like going to the bathroom, or having sex, or breathing. Breathing feels good each breath. And if you hold your breath a little bit longer, then the breath you take feels even better, because it's like you were missing the breath. All sorts of other bodily functions all feel good in this way. What else do we have that's the obvious one? Oh, yawning. Yawning feels good. Sneezing feels good. Laughing feels good. And what you found is that those are the obvious ones, like the extreme ones we know feels good. Falling to sleep feels good. So all these natural functions of our body feel good. But if we pay closer attention, we can actually notice the good feelings of all of the body functions. So we don't just have to only notice the functions that are the major ones, like having sex. That's kind of a major event. That's not a subtle bodily function. But because it's major, then we notice it. We only notice the big things because we've kind of numbed ourselves to our body sensations in a way. And so when we focus on the body, and we focus on the breath, and we realize that each breath feels amazing. And we stay with that. We stay with that good feeling of that breath. And then the next thing I suggest is to feel your heartbeat. If you can get to the point of feeling your heartbeat, you're now feeling something much more subtle than you're used to feeling. Now, practice that for a long time. Just keep listening to that heartbeat. After a while, you'll start to notice that you feel your pulse in different parts of your body. So it's like a different pulse in different parts of the body. You can almost feel like a whooshing of the blood going through you. Now, all these subtleties you start to feel. You can feel things moving in your intestines. Let's get comfortable with this. This is our body. So what happens is when you start feeling things on that level, on the subtle level, you realize that as this blood is going through your veins, there's all these little cleaners that are pampering you and cleaning you up from the inside out, doing all this work and billions of little processes. And they all feel good naturally. Just like the extreme processes that we notice when we notice they feel good, like going to the bathroom feels good. We notice that because it's more extreme. We don't notice the things that are constant. We don't notice that our body is constantly feeling good. So this is more evidence to the fact that you are bliss underneath. So if you can get yourself out of your head and not fill your world with your thoughts, it's like you have limited consciousness. And if you decide to fill it with thoughts, then there's no room for the natural body sensations that feel blissful. So my recommendation is that we practice, try to feel the heartbeat. Try to feel the subtle movements in your body. Try to feel the aliveness, the vibration, the tingliness in your hands. Okay? So notice all these subtleties as long as possible. Just notice as many as possible. These are all you. You're getting to know you. Now, if you can focus on all these body sensations, and you've filled your limited consciousness up with all the body sensations, there's no room for these thoughts to override your natural good feeling underneath. There's no thoughts to do that. They have that power. And so now you have billions of processes that all feel good that you can now focus on. See, and the wonderful thing about this is that one or two of those processes, if you focused on them, they would feel good. You would have more good sensations in your life. But if you can, little by little, focus on a billion different things that are going on in your body that all feel wonderful, that feeling can be ecstasy. Especially if you haven't felt that in a long time, because we felt that as children. We felt that naturally. It just feels good to do everything.